Hello everyone. In the last video we have done few sums of exercise 8.2. So today we will continue with the remaining part of the exercise. We will start from question number 4. In the previous video you will find the explanation till question number 3. So let's begin with question number 4. What it is given? Number 4 is given as find. A is given 15% of 250. So how do we do this? 15% of 250 means, see where it's given 15% means 15 by 100. Of always means the multiplication sign, and this is this. So we need to calculate it, cancel it. Let's see if it gets cancelled. 0 0, 5 2 ja, 5 5 ja. So let's multiply 15 into 5 by 2. Let's do this one. So this will give me 75 by 2, which is equal to, you can keep it like this or you can put it in decimal or even in fraction, 37 1 by 2. So this is your answer. So in this way you can find the 3 more sums that is given. So I will write down here. Same way, just you have to find them. Okay, so this will be your homework. Question number 4, B, C and D. So you will try to solve this one. Okay, B, C and D. Sorry about this. Now let's move on to question number 5. So what is given in question number 5? Let's see this. Okay, in question number 5 it's given find the whole quantity if number A is given 5% of it is 600. I have to find the whole quantity. Means like when it is given 5% of it, I have to find this. So I will write let the whole quantity be x. Okay, that means according to the question what it is given, I'll just write this statement in the form of an equation. 5% of it means the x is means equal to 600. So I have to find this particular thing. So 5% means 5 by 100, of means you know it's into x is equal to 600. So what will this be equal to? 5x by 100 equal to 600. Now you have done simple equations. What happens? This is left hand side and this is the right hand side. When we transfer the terms, when whatever is divided on the left hand side, if it goes to the right hand side, it gets multiplied. So 600 into 100, because this was divided here. Similarly, this 5 is multiplied with the x. So if it goes to the right hand side, it will get divided. Okay, so I can cancel 5 20 is 100. So what remains? 60 into 20. Sorry, 600 into 20. 6 2s are 12 and 1 2 3 zeros. So that means my x is equal to 1200. That means the what is x? The whole quantity. So I can just write down therefore the whole quantity, okay, is 1200. The unit is not give 12,000. Sorry, the unit is not given rupees or any kg. So I'll just write down simply, if something is given as the kg, then minutes or hours, then you will write down that unit, particular unit. So in this way you can do the remaining ones. Same way, it's given 12% of it is rupees 1080. Just same way you consider the unknown quantity as x and then solve it. So I would like to give you the remaining 4 sums as homework. I'll write it down here. So from question number 5, B, C, D and E will be your homework. Okay. Now let's move on to question number 6. What is given in question number 6? Convert the given percentage to decimal fraction. Decimal fraction means fraction, and also the fractions to simplest form. So number A is given as 25%. So 25% in fraction first. 25% decimal fraction means fraction into fraction is equal to what? 25 by 100, right? This is the first part. Now it's given, and also the fraction in its simplest form. So 25 by 100 in simplest form. So its simplest form is equal to, you have done this one in your fractions and decimals, converting it into the simplest form. See, this goes by 5 5s are 25, 5 20. Okay, again it will be cancelled, 5 1s are 5 4s are. So what remains is 1 by 4. So this is the simplest form. So first part is this, converting in 25% into fraction. Then second part is converting it into in its simplest form. So this is the way you do the sum. So obviously in the same way you can try the remaining ones. These are not difficult, so I am giving the similar sums as homework. Hope you won't do any mistake and do it properly. Okay, just 150%, 20% and 5%. So just write down the fraction, then cancel it out and find out the simplest form. Now let's do the question number 7. It's a problem sum. Okay, let's do that. I can use this space, it's enough for the sum. It's given in a city, 30% are female, 40% are males, and the remaining are children. What percent are children? So what's given here? Percentage of female is equal to 30%. Percentage of male is equal to 40%, and the remaining are children. So we have to find out the remaining. So you know these are female and these are male. How many children? So the total is always 100%. So if I add this and subtract it from 100, I'll get the percentage of children. Therefore, percentage of children will be equal to, see here, 100%, okay, minus 30% plus 40%. Okay, so these are the total male and female together, and this is the total net total. So 100% minus 30 plus 40 will be how much? 70%. So 100% minus 70% will be how much? 30%. So 30% of the children are 30% of the children will be there, where 30% is female and 40% is male. So you do it this way. You have to write down the statement when it's a problem sum. Okay. Now let's give you 2 or 1 homework, and let me show you another one. Now let me show you question number 8. So let's read the question what's given. Out of 15,000 voters in a constituency, 60% voted. Okay, find the percentage of voters who did not vote. So how many voted? 60% voted. So we have to find out who did not vote. Obviously we'll subtract it from the total amount. Total percentage is always 100. Remember that. Can you find out how many actually did not vote? So we have to find out the number of people who did not vote. So let's write down what is given. Total out of 15,000 15,000 voters in the constituency. So total number of voters it's given as 15,000. Okay, how many voted? 60% of voters voted. This is given. What is the first part of the question? Find the percentage of voter who did not vote. Therefore, percentage of voters who did not vote will be equal to how much? Let's see. Total is always 100%, as I said, minus who voted? 60% voted. So how many did not vote? 100 minus 60%, and it will be equal to how much? Will be equal to 40%. See? Now that means that 60% voted and 40% did not vote. Second part of the question is that how many actually did not vote? Means we have to find out the number, because we already have the percentage. Therefore, number of voters who did not vote will be equal to percentage of non-voters is 40% of the total means of 15,000. Okay, now let's just calculate it. 40 by 100 into 15,000. 1 gone. So 40 into 150. Let's multiply this. So let's see. If you multiply, you'll get 6,000. That means 6,000 people did not vote. And if they ask you extra that how many did vote, then you can just subtract it from the total. 15,000 minus 6,000 are the people who voted. Okay. Now there are two more problem sums in the exercise which I would like you all to try. So I'd like to give you that as your homework. So please try to solve question number 9 and 10. If you are not able to solve this, please let me know in the comment box. I can make another video for explanation of these two sums. Just you can try. These are simple sums of percentage itself. So I hope the explanation was helpful. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day ahead.